We spend so much time in meetings talking about strategy, talking about alignment, but what if the very words we're using are actually the problem? What if that's the reason we're not really on the same page? Today, we're going to dig into a framework that helps you move beyond just words to get to real, tangible team alignment.
So here's a feeling I bet every leader recognizes. You walk out of a big strategy meeting, everyone's nodding, everyone says, yep, we're aligned. But a week later, it feels like everyone's running in completely different directions. So why does this keep happening, even when everyone has the best intentions?
Well, the problem has a name. It's called the illusion of alignment. And it's the default state for most teams out there. The scary part, it feels like success, right up until the moment everything starts to fall apart. Just imagine this scenario. I'm sure you've lived it. The leadership team gets together and agrees on the new big strategy. We need to be more customer-centric. Sounds great, right? It's simple, it's powerful, and everybody in the room is nodding along. You can feel that sense of unity, that shared purpose. But then, the work actually begins. For the sales team, customer-centric means let's build every single feature our biggest client asks for. For marketing, it means let's launch a new ad campaign about how much we love our customers. And for the product team, it means we need to do a lot more user research. See? They're all working hard, but they are working on 3 totally different strategies, because that alignment was really just a fantasy.
And that's the absolute heart of the issue. The illusion of alignment is born from these big, ambiguous words we love to use, like simplicity or innovation or customer-centric. We think we're all on the same page, but underneath the surface, everyone is working off of their own private and fundamentally different mental model of what that word actually means.
Okay, so let's shift gears and talk about the framework that not only explains why this happens, but more importantly, how to fix it. It's called the ambiguity spectrum, and it's all about our different ways of communicating.
So if you look at the spectrum, it tells a really clear story. On one end, you've got spoken language. It's fast, it's great for brainstorming, but it is super ambiguous. Then you have written language, which adds a bit more structure, but it's still wide open to interpretation. But then you get to visual communication. And that's different, because it's spatial, because it shows relationships, it forces clarity. It is the single best tool we have for getting to a genuine shared understanding.
And this really nails the core difference. When we're just talking, it's easy to be vague. But the second you try to draw an idea, to put a concept in a box or connect 2 boxes with an arrow, you are forced to be specific. You have to decide what goes in the box, what doesn't go in the box, and what that arrow actually means. There's nowhere to hide.
The product guru Jeff Patton just said it perfectly. It's not about words or pictures. It's the combination of words and pictures that creates that real, durable, shared understanding on a team. It's about getting the ideas out of our heads and onto a canvas where we can all see them together.
And this right here, this is the single most important takeaway from this whole idea. The goal is not to have a meeting to talk about alignment. The goal is to create a shared visual artifact. That artifact, that drawing on the whiteboard, that is the alignment made real and tangible.
Okay, so we've covered the problem, we've covered the framework. Now let's get really practical. Here is your playbook for how to start making your team's thinking visual.
It's really just 4 simple steps. 1, always start at a whiteboard, not in a slide deck. 2, to avoid groupthink, have everyone sketch their own idea of the problem alone before you all share as a group. 3, build a shared visual vocabulary, things like a customer journey map or an opportunity solution tree. These are your reusable tools. And 4, photograph everything. That photo of the whiteboard is the most valuable meeting minute you will ever have. It's proof.
But hey, be on the lookout for a few common traps. First, people are going to say, "Oh, but I can't draw." You have to make it clear, this is about clarity, not art. Seriously, boxes and arrows are all you need. Also, watch out for diagrams that look pretty but don't actually help you make any decisions. And finally, remember these drawings are models for thinking. They aren't permanent truths set in stone. Be ready to erase and redraw as you learn more.
So, how do you put this into practice, like right away? Here is your Monday morning action.
It really is this simple. For your very next strategy discussion, tell your team to leave their slide decks behind. The only goal for that meeting is for everyone to work together to create one single shared drawing of the problem or the customer or the strategy on one whiteboard. That's it.
And I'm going to leave you with one final, powerful question to noodle on. If, right now, you walked out and asked each person on your leadership team to draw a picture of your company's strategy, would they all draw the same picture?
The answer to that question will tell you exactly how real your alignment truly is.